Hey Taurus, welcome to your weekly forecast for July 22 through 29. I forgot. I was like, what's the date? See what's going on for the week ahead for you guys. It's me general reading with our little ocean mermaid theme that's ongoing for the summertime. We're going to see what's coming up for the week ahead. Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. After this, we're going to, after we see what's going on for you in the week, we're going to pull a spirit message for you from a different deck. So let's see what's going on. Here is your, oopsie, dropping cards. Here's your Monday, Tuesday. Here's your Wednesday, Thursday. Here's your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Let's get right into it. Ooh, nice, 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 Taurus. You're starting off the week with Six of Swords. And Six of Swords, this is like a cool deck, because the creator of this deck has little keywords at the bottom of each card. So if you're trying to learn the tarot, or if you forget what some of the cards mean, this is a really helpful deck. A lot of the times with the tarot decks, we don't really get like little keywords. We'll usually see it like an oracle deck, but not on a lot of tarot decks. So this is cool if you're trying to learn the tarot. It's kind of helpful. She has it listed as calm. Now, for me, Six of Swords is definitely a card about calm, because it has to do with getting away from drama, being able to take a break. So Taurus, there may have been a lot of arguing that had been happening in your life over the past maybe 4 to 6 months. We last week, in the beginning of the week, had the partial lunar eclipse in Capricorn, where a lot of people began to look at their life and like laying out a new foundation. So for a lot of you Taurus, this calm or this peace is coming because you're finally deciding to step away. Sometimes for me, Six of Swords, it's more of like an action card. Like the person I'm reading for is the one that's making a decision and saying, you know what, I'm done with this arguing, I'm done with this bickering, I'm done with this negative energy, and I'm just gonna disconnect from it. And there could be a physical action, like taking a trip, or avoiding a person, or taking a break from a person, or going away for a little bit. So some of you might be planning some kind of a trip. Some of you might be on a trip right now as you're watching this video. But there's definitely this feeling of like you're done with the craziness, and you just want to be in the energy of peace and the energy of happiness, of good things. And so you're taking like this little break, and you're focusing, or taking part in activities that are bringing you joy or release or healing or soothing or whatever it might be. Okay, but like you're just done. You're done with it. You don't want anybody's drama. You don't want anybody's problems. You're in a place where you're like, I just need to focus on me and feeling good and feeling happy. So some of you are really putting an end, like really laying down a line with a person, like, it's not gonna happen, like we're not gonna have this conversation, we're not gonna go back and forth about this anymore. Some of you, I just heard bow out, Taurus. Some of you are bowing out. So some of you, maybe you've been arguing or bickering with somebody about something for a long time, and you're finally ready to let it go, because your peace of mind means so much more to you than like winning, because you feel like, okay, I was holding out because I wanted to put this person in their place, or I wanted to teach them a lesson, or I didn't want them to get away with more than what they deserve to have. But you're like, you know what, the more that I'm fighting, I'm just giving this person power over me. And you're like, okay, you know what, whatever, all right, you win, this is what you want, okay, here you go, bye, have a nice life. And you're just like, you're ready to have the peace and walk away from that drama. Your Wednesday, Thursday is, Queen of the Ocean, midweek. Virgo had this as well. So that's very funny to me, because I definitely shuffled, and it's interesting to me that it came in the same spot as them. Queen of the Ocean is, in this deck, what we know is the Empress card, but it's called Queen of the Ocean in this deck. So this is Empress energy. Empress is not associated with Virgo, not by any means, and it's not associated with Taurus, but it's, coming up here midweek. So I just say some of you may be dealing with a Virgo simply because it came up for them midweek. This can be a person like a significant soulmate, but it can also be the birth or the creation of something very abundant, something very long lasting. So maybe some of you are dealing with a Virgo and laying down a new foundation for a relationship or a business. And I only say it because it came up for them midweek, but not necessarily, okay? Some of you, this is just more kind of like your energy. You're coming into the Empress energy. You're coming into your creativity. You're coming into your flow of abundance, into receiving, into birthing and creating new things. This could be like a physical fertility for some of you. This could be like a full-on, you know, like babies coming, or like preparing for a family, or preparing to be a grandparent. Or for some of you, you're creating something new, some sense of new joy and inspiration and abundance in your life. Okay, it is a major arcana card. So major arcana cards come up when we're at a significant crossroads, or we're dealing with a significant soulmate. Soulmates can be romantic, they can be non-romantic, they come in many different forms. So if you're curious how this is coming in terms of like in your love life, I would really recommend watching the July love reading for Taurus, which you can click on the link in the description to watch the love videos after this. But some of you may have a significant relationship that's either taking the next step or growing or healing in some way midweek, or you may be meeting somebody very significant. But for a lot of you, this can just be about your future plans, plans for retirement, plans for building, plans for creating, things of that nature. But this is happy energy. This is positive energy. So a lot of you are like stepping away from something that was chaos or drama, and then with this Empress energy midweek, you're building and creating something new. You're creating a new empire for yourself, and this empire, or this little kingdom, this little world that you're building for yourself, is going to be based on all the wonderful, beautiful attributes of the Queen of the Ocean, or the Empress, which is again the creativity, the warmth, the joy, the happiness, the abundance, the loving nature, that caring, soothing energy, but yet also very powerful. So it's good energy, Taurus. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is Page of Wands. Okay, some of you could be dealing with a younger fire sign, or if you have fire in your moon or in your rising, like Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, it could be that side of you is kind of, you know, stepping up or taking over as you're coming into the weekend. But the coming weekend ahead, some of you might be like ready to get into some mischief, or ready to get into some kind of like, you know, fun trouble. You know, she has it listed here as creativity, and absolutely Page of Wands would be a creative person. Okay, so again, a lot of you are very inspired, and you may be taking on some kind of new project, or going into the weekend like just ready for creating something new. But, you know, for me, Page of Wands, a lot of the times when it comes up for me, I've said this in other readings, it's like somebody's coming into this adolescence energy, like a second adolescence. So you're going to be ready to mingle, to have a good time, to be with friends, to listen to music, to get into mischief, to get into that amorous, you know, butterfly kind of, you know, like love energy, you know, that teenager in love kind of energy, or that teenage ambition of, you know, I'm going to go out and I'm going to do big things, right? Like lots of ideas, and everything just seems so possible. And so I feel a lot of you Taurus are coming into this energy. By the end of the week, you're having this really strong Page of Wands energy coming in, or this like second adolescence. And I feel for a lot of you, this is energy that's going to last with you, like I said, because of the lunar eclipse, like over the next 6 months. Okay, but this is really, really like you're ready to do things your way. I feel for a lot of you, you feel like you're finally getting out from under somebody's thumb. Okay, like you feel like maybe somebody has been really, really, really on your back, or they weren't just letting you do things your way, and there's some kind of freedom that you're coming into, where you're going off your own way, and very much like a teenager, you're finding your identity, you're finding yourself, you're finding the ways to express yourself, the things that you enjoy doing, right? And you're coming into this whole new, like some of you feel like you're just completely and totally reborn, even. Like you feel like you're born again in some way, like you're getting a second shot at your life, or you're getting to do things your way for once. And maybe you felt like you've never really been able to do things your way for once, but it's finally happening for you, especially as you're coming into the end of this week ahead. We're going to check out your spirit message for the week. And again, guys, I really recommend that you watch your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because some weeks it's going to resonate with you more than other weeks, or it could just give you a little bit of like extra info or a few little extra tidbits and make the reading a little bit more personal for you. You may need a personal private reading, which I'm more than happy to do. If you click on the link in the description, it will take you to that. And you can schedule a private reading with me. All right. So here's your spirit message. You have 40, the blue whale. You will achieve your dreams through innovation. Through innovative solutions. So this is really going hand in hand with Page of Wands, because Page of Wands was a card about creativity. And when I'm not saying the word correctly, innovative, we're coming up with new ways of doing things. We're coming up with creative solutions. We're thinking outside of the box. And so this is the energy you're coming into, Taurus, as you're stepping away from the drama and from arguing or bickering with other people. You're beginning to create a lot of wonderful things in your life, very much hand in hand with this Capricorn full moon we just had, and laying down a new foundation for your life. So you're creating these new things, and you're going to achieve a lot of your dreams. They're going to happen because you're thinking of new ways of going about it, and you're finally having the courage to go about it and to do it your way. Now, you have the number 40 here on this card, and if we're going to look at this in terms of an angel number, 40 would be the same as 4, because you would just drop the 0. And 4 is really an angel number that specifically has to do with angels surrounding you, angels coming up around you, supporting you and guiding you to laying down a foundation for your life. They say that when you see 4 or 444, it's your angels giving you a hug, or your angels giving you a kiss, or your angels letting you know, hey, we're here, you got this, we're here with you behind the scenes, rolling things out, putting things into place for you, making things happen. There's opportunities that are coming, there's celebrations that are coming, that are ahead. And so a lot of this for a lot of you have to do with your dreams. Whales can be symbolic of several different things, in terms of like if you have like a spirit animal, they can definitely symbolize things like psychic connection, energy healing, telepathy, things of that nature. For me, I associate whales with deep emotional healing, like the deep emotional buried stuff, like going into the deep places of the emotions, accessing things that have been buried. So some of you have had some very deep long hidden dreams that maybe you had abandoned, or you had pushed so far down because life for so long made you feel like they were so unattainable that it was too painful to think about, and you pushed it down. So a lot of you, these things are coming to the surface. These deep buried emotions, these deep long forgotten dreams are coming to the surface of your mind and heart, and you're beginning to manifest them because you have this fire that had long gone out. It's finally back, Taurus, and I'm excited for you to have it. Okay, again, watch your moon sign and rising sign, because some weeks it might resonate with you more. As I said, private readings can be scheduled. I'm more than happy to give you a private reading. And if you want more love info, if you're like, Amethyst, that's all wonderful, but what about my love life? I do that stuff separate, because I want to use the weekly forecast to focus on you and your energy. So if you want to know more about love life, you can click on the love readings for July, and then in a couple of days I'll have the love readings for August up. But thank you guys so much for receiving the messages. And those of you who would like a continued daily message every single day on Facebook and Instagram, I do the free posts there. I post a daily message, and then I do the pick a card game where you guys can pick the card that's calling to you, and then the next day you can get a reveal of like what the energy was and what you were drawn to. So 2 messages a day on Facebook and Instagram, every single day in between the weekly videos. I thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I'm wishing you a fabulous week ahead, my dears. Take care.